Good evening. How are you? I hope you can hear me. It is July 5th, Friday, July 5th, and we are coming on to do a live paint session. The fifth one this month. We're painting live every day in July. As part of the July Transformation Challenge. We're challenging ourselves to get in the studio, make a painting or part of a painting every day. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece, but the victory here is in making ourselves paint every day, no matter what. Just showing up, being consistent. And last night, or yesterday morning, on the 4th, we made this really fun ocean pour. Which I think turned out so cool, and interestingly, it's almost dried already. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I'm gonna show you a little close up on this, how it's looking. It kept that neat crystallizing. Someone told me what that was called. Laura. Crystal fractals or something. Yeah, that was really neat how that happened. A pretty little wave. We're gonna do another ocean painting tonight. Carefully. By the way, this canvas with the reinforced backing performed great. It's coming over here. Oh, ran out of room in our little drying spot. We'll have to open up a new one. Luckily, this one isn't dripping anymore, so we'll just, for now, just set it over here. I see the sides. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix those up a little bit because you can see the white under there. That's okay. That's just a solid color. It'll be easy. Okay, these ones are almost dry, but I will still wait a full 2 weeks from the pouring date before I varnish or resin the tops. And I do love to varnish my paintings or put resin on them. Here is an example. Oh, well, I guess I don't know if I have any examples out, but this is the varnish that I love to use. And I've got a video on my Acrylic Pouring Academy series on how to apply this so that it looks like a resin top coat. It's very, very shiny. I love it. Pretty easy to use too. Once I figured out how to make it so there were lines in the finish. Okay, so I've prepped another canvas for tonight. Same size, same style. We're doing another ocean pour. Okay, you can go find something, honey. Go find something and then get to bed, okay? You can check the fridge. Bedtimes took longer tonight, so we had, that's why I'm on here a little bit later. Just took us a little bit longer to accomplish it. All right, so we're gonna use what we had from last night, except for ditching the periwinkle purple in favor of something else. Thought maybe a deeper blue. Okay, we're using these again. Might have to add to them a bit. We have our blue base here. Let's see if we still have enough for this painting. I think so. I think we have enough for a painting. And our white base. Tin foil is actually working out okay. We still got enough, a couple more paintings in there. So let's add to this palette, and we've got the greeny blues going on in here, so let's contrast that with, this is a Craft Paint Deco Art Extreme Sheen. They're like a metallic-y one. And we've already got a couple metallics going on, but what the heck? More metallics, yay, more shimmer. Okay, this is a sapphire, so it'll be like a deep blue. And I think it's pretty. Should provide some contrast. Ooh, that is really nice. Now, craft paints are typically more fluid already than soft body acrylics. So you tend to need to add less water to them. Oh, that's probably enough. Can we use more than that? All right, let's get to mixing. How was your day? If you're not already on the email list for the July live paint series and you'd like to be, please check out the description. You'll find my email address there, annacoinart@gmail.com. You can just send me an email, mention July Transformation or July Challenge, and I will put you on the list for updates and anything else that comes up this month relevant to the challenge. Oh, and I see our paint is already starting to coagulate on the bottom of this, so I'm tossing this out. This is gonna make for a really bad texture in our smooth surface there. So we're gonna redo gold. That gold tends to dry out really fast. Maybe this one. Oh, maybe this is the good gold. Let's see. Oh, this one's starting to dry too. Bummer. I gotta get a better container for having this leftover stuff. All right. What gold are we gonna use today? I think we used the deep gold, the Amsterdam, last time. And we used the bronze as well. Oh no, we did use this because it was, I remember saying it was cheaper, so we're gonna use this again because we're mixing up these small amounts, and if I don't use them all, I don't want it to just, I want the nice paint to go to waste. So, hope you guys had a good 4th of July yesterday. I know it was a late night with all the fireworks, and the kids got to stay up late and watch them. And we all kind of slept in this morning, took it easy. So I welcome you guys to paint along with me. I hope you are. You can do the same project, follow along, or just bring whatever you're inspired to work on, or if you've got that piece that you've been wanting to do or finish, now's your time to do it. If you're watching, you might as well. Sometimes it can seem intimidating to get the stuff out, especially with acrylic pouring, because it's like a lot of stuff and it's also a lot of mess, and then when you paint, you leave it there for weeks, as a long time as it's drying, and it can, if you don't have a dedicated space for it, it can be a little bit much. I used to work on my dining room table, and I'd have all my stuff in a box, so whenever I was gonna paint, I'd just bring the box up, set all the stuff out, paint, but then it would stay on the table for a few nights as it was drying. My husband would be like, the next day, like, okay, where are we gonna eat tonight? And then I figured out a system to move the painting downstairs to dry, pick everything up in between, but now I feel so fortunate to have this dedicated space so I can just have all the things ready to go and set out, and baby gates so the kids aren't in here. I was in an acrylic pouring group on Facebook, and I asked people to show me their like acrylic pouring space that they work in, and it was so fun to see where everybody does their art. Like some people had a big setup in their garage, or one lady like had a little art studio in her sunroom by her pool. It was so picturesque. But then a lot of people just like took up a corner of their dining room, or you know, the guest bedroom was just overrun by their supplies, and just kind of mess everywhere, you know, the typical artist mess. And it's all good, it's all great. Whatever gets us to make more art, right? Whatever your style is, you're one of those messy, crazy artists, or one of those really neat, organized ones. As long as you're creating. And hopefully enjoying it. I'd love to hear in the comments what got you into acrylic pouring at first. I know I've shared before already. For me, it was seeing a Rinska Downa video that I had to just try. But I had been looking for some kind of paint projects to get back into after not having anything creative for a while. You know, when you become a mom and you kind of put some of your own interests and hobbies and things on the back burner, thinking your role is different now, you know, you have different responsibilities, a lot more responsibilities, and you don't have time for that fun stuff anymore. And then after 2 or 3 kids, I was like, I need that fun stuff or I'm gonna go insane. Like I needed to create to feel like myself, and just to feel happy and good about myself. And you know, I hesitate to say this, but to feel like I wasn't only a mom. And I hesitate to say that because I believe, and I've said this before, probably heard me say it, that being a wife and a mother is a higher calling and vocation than any other job I could do. No matter how much I talk about how important it is to do art and be an artist, like that's not near as important as the co-creation of a child, you know, with God and your husband. Like that is the most amazing thing you could create. And being a wife and a mother is the most important thing that I do, hands down. But when you kind of deny yourself like the other interests and desires that you have, like outside of being a wife and a mom, you know, like for me, before I got married, I had lots of interests. I like to play piano, I like to go on walks, I like to read, lots of different things. I was pretty into ballet at the time. And it's good to remember, like once you start your role as a wife and a mom, like it is the most important thing you'll ever do, but it's okay, but you don't have to give up all the other parts of you to do that job and to do it well. I think it's good to have some of those other things that you enjoy, because for me it really refuels my motherhood. When I paint, it just gives me something to look forward to and kind of be excited about, be energized by. Now, I can't say the same when I'm working towards a deadline for a show or something. That can be probably more taxing on my family than helpful, because that can get a little stressful and time consuming, and I probably lean on my husband quite a bit during that time, but that can be good too. That's good, probably good for the kids sometimes. So are you a mom? Are you a wife and a mom and an artist as well? Or not? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know who is watching and hopefully maybe painting along. We've got our paints mixed and we are ready to pour. So let's start with our base. By the way, I'm so happy that you're joining me tonight. Friday. Doesn't feel like a Friday because yesterday definitely felt like a weekend with people being off work and everything. But it's so nice that we get another weekend. Hopefully everyone has some fun or relaxing weekend plans, or maybe no plans. No plans is nice. Then you have possibilities. Okay, not a whole lot of that blue paint. So our blue layer is gonna be maybe a little bit smaller than before. It's okay. These paintings will all vary, but they're gonna be similar. These four are gonna be similar color scheme, at least, the oceany. And we'll see what we wanna do with the design. If I wanna do something similar or different. I don't know. I haven't thought it through. I was just hoping to do that with you guys. Let's spread this out. Oh great, I didn't clean this off last time. How nice. Doing these live videos has been a little bit of a stretch for me. It's a commitment, you know, to show up, to say you're gonna show up and then to show up. It's good. It's good for me. It's also kind of nice just to do something in real time and not have to worry about editing stuff out or trying to make it look just right. You know, it's gonna look how it's gonna look. You guys are getting whatever happens. That's what you're getting. Always keep rubbing alcohol. I always keep paper towels nearby. You know, it's a messy art. And I kind of like that. It makes it fun. Although in our old house, I did a couple like big scale pours that wouldn't fit on a table. I had to do them on the floor. And I don't remember how I covered the floor. I think I used like painter's tarps, but they didn't cut it. So there was paint on our basement floor. It was just like a concrete floor with gym mats on it, but there was paint on there that never got off. It's all right though, it's a basement. It wasn't a nice finished one, so. Actually, even though the paint was dried on this, that rubbing alcohol took it off just fine. So, handy dandy. If you guys ever want to send me a photo of the artwork that you are working on, either during this video or just your most recent work that you've done, I would absolutely love to see it. And my email address is in the description of this video. You're welcome to shoot me a picture. I promise I will respond to everyone I receive. I would absolutely love to see what you've been working on. Okay, we had plenty of blue to cover that area. sides are showing through, but just like the other one, I'll go back and touch up those. We talked about painting in blue beforehand, but of course I wasn't prepared to do that. That's okay. I admire those people who can really think ahead. This is not me. I try to, and it just stresses me out. I'm like, if I get through today, that will be amazing. One day at a time. So when I asked you what you're doing this weekend, if you were like, I have no idea. I'll just look at my calendar tomorrow and see. I get it. Let's torch the bubbles out. And we used alcohol last night, and I wonder if that helped with the crystallizing. So let's do that again with our base. That was so cool. Now, for the fun part, time to put on the colors. Okay. I'm trying to think what we should start with. I don't remember what we did last time, but I don't think we can really go wrong with this color palette. I don't think we can really go wrong. I wonder if you guys like it that way, or if I can turn it around like this. Oh, nope, it says don't do that. I guess I have to turn it a certain way for the live video to work. Yeah, thanks for your patience as I figure this out.